Tonight quickly moved out 1.5 to 2 inches right on a swath through the middle part of the valley. Now the clouds trying to thin, but there's still a gray layer eastern half of the valley. Future Track says we see fog overnight and it could be dense in some places, so allow a little extra time for your late night or early morning commute. That fog should burn off by mid-morning. We're back to partly to mostly sunny skies in the afternoon. Temperatures warm up a bit. Saturday, mostly sunny most of the day. We will warm up a lot. And then Saturday night, Sunday, winds will shift courtesy of a front. And with that, we're sunny and windy with a high wildfire danger on Sunday. The ground, the grass is really dry from the freeze a couple of weeks ago. Then you drop the humidity below 15% like we're probably going to do on Sunday. Add in a 30-mile-an-hour wind, and anything that starts could spread in a hurry. So put off that outside burning for a while. Dry, dry, dry the next 3 days with the exception of that fog. And anytime you get fog, you can have some misty drizzle in the middle of it, but most of it's not measurable. These are the current temperatures. Where the sun came out, it warmed up. Where the sun did not come out, it did not warm up. Tomorrow, I think we should all see at least some sunshine, especially second half of the day. Temperatures warm back up into the 80s again. In fact, the next 3 days will stay above average. 71 is the norm. 83 near record high on Saturday. Still warm on Sunday. 79 behind that front. Rest of Texas, here's what's going on. 66 right now in Dallas, 68 in Austin, 71 the latest reading in San Antonio, 82 right now in Laredo. They saw sunshine today. That helped them warm up quite a lot. If we'd have seen sunshine, we'd have been in the 80s as well, but it just didn't happen. So the front, it's offshore now and is dying offshore. To the north of us, a warm front that's pushing away. Watch how things transpire over the next 24 hours. You saw the low clouds and fog come in late night and early morning, and even through 2 o'clock, stuff kind of lingering along the coast. Another front forms in Texas. That one starts moving across the state, but stays mainly to our north. Now Saturday, that means we get hot. In fact, the winds in the mid-levels of the atmosphere are going to downslope off the mountains in Mexico. And when that happens, it compresses the air warms up, and temperatures get quite warm with readings climbing up probably into the upper 80s. Some places touching 90 on Saturday afternoon, so we'll be near record levels with that. And then Saturday night, Sunday morning, this front pushes through, and behind that, the winds tilt and come out of the northwest at just about all levels of the atmosphere. That clears it out. We just dry the atmosphere out completely. Humidity levels are going to drop below 20%, maybe below 15%. And again, the high wildfire danger is there on Sunday. The Fed's actually pointing us out as one of the high risk areas for Sunday, which they don't do very often with windy conditions. But again, this northwest flow, those lines at most levels of the atmosphere will really dry things out for us. Now by Monday, humidity creeps up just a little bit, but not much. Still see a lot of sunshine and not much wind on Monday. So Monday should be a really nice day. Long range models, not this one, but the long range models suggest another front late Tuesday into Wednesday may usher some colder air across a lot of the country. I think the coldest stuff stays to our north, but we should cool off a little bit for the middle part of next week, at least get down closer to normal. Now, as far as tomorrow goes, if you're traveling, count on a lot of clouds up and down the Texas coast in the morning. Temperatures starting in the 50s in the middle part of the state, 40s in the west, 60s down here. By afternoon, most places bounce back into the 70s. We'll probably touch 80, and most of Texas should see some sunshine. Houston probably the last one to see much sun tomorrow. So for tonight, mainly cloudy with dense fog in places. Your low of 64, light variable winds. Then tomorrow, winds out of the southeast. That fog's there early. Afternoon sunshine, high temperatures back up to 83. 83, then an 88 on Saturday. We drop to 79 on Sunday. With the windy conditions, and then really nice without the wind on Monday. We start to warm up on Tuesday, and then the middle of next week, a front cools it off a little bit, suggests high temperatures down closer to 70, with at least one night lows dropping into the 40s. That's your updated First Warn 5 forecast. We'll be back right after this.